Okay, here's a look at Legacy Evolution Beachcomber with Paradise Parakeet. So first, let's take a close-up look at the box. Get the artwork of Beachcomber in his vehicle mold. Back of the box, you get the product images and the accessory, which I think is kind of dumb. Side of the box, you get some images of some other figures in the line. Other side, you get more artwork of Beachcomber. Top of the box, you get his QR code for the tech spec, which I think is kind of cool. Bottom of the box, words and stuff. So that's just a quick look at the box. And now let's take a closer look at Beachcomber here. And you could see this is a really nice looking figure. I think they did a really nice job capturing the cartoon aesthetics. So let's compare this with the animation model. So we can see, yeah, they did a really nice job capturing all of the details, with the exception of down here, which is understandable because it's kind of hard to get the Autobot symbol here on the vehicle mold and then have it disappear in robot mode, but that's understandable for a mainline retail figure. But other than that, this is a really nice figure. Feels good, very solid. Now, in terms of the accessories, you do get his handgun here, which I was telling you is really dumb because this is not cartoon accurate, and it's kind of like a fusion of a gun with the front grille of the alt mode, which I guess is kind of cool. You're putting two in one, but it's really dumb the way it looks. I'll show that off in vehicle mode. But it's done in gray plastic, painted this glossy black. And then what's cool is you get Paradise Parakeet. So you can see, that's kind of cool how they even painted his eyes and gave him a little pupil in there. So that's really cool. And just to show you, you can either attach Paradise Parakeet on his shoulder right here, which is kind of cool, or you could put him on his forearm here, which is a little hard to get in because this is very rubbery. But once you get it in, then you can have some fun poses like that. So that's kind of cool. Similar to the scene from the cartoon episode when, you know, he first appeared. Really cool. So I think that's a really nice touch. And his gun, just simply tab it in right there. Yeah, I think they could have done better there. But anyways, that's that. And of course, we always have the instructions. So nice artwork here in the front, and this is a very simple transformation, 11 steps. But first you could see the accessories and then how you can attach them. Then the transformation, which is very easy, very simple, which makes this mainline retail figure very fun to play with. So that's really cool. And then this is what I was telling you is kind of dumb, the gun that you attach right there. It's not cartoon accurate, but that's a look at the instructions. And now back to the figure. The articulation, it is on a ball joint, but you do get very minimal up and down, but you do get a head swivel, kind of get a little side to side. Shoulders are ball joints, so it can go up, down, side to side, all around. Bicep swivel, the hand can rotate, so that's kind of cool. You do get waist rotation, but no ab crunch. Hips or legs are on a universal, so you can go up, down, out to the side. Knee bend, 90 degrees, but here you can see they did a nice job covering the back, so it makes some people happy. People who complain about this hollow gap here. Doesn't bother me, and actually it's actually smarter if you leave it that way, so you save a little bit on parts, and you would actually get more articulation past 90 degrees that way. But that's a look at that. And then the feet, you do get an ankle rocker, but that's it. No tilt up or down. But overall, this is a really nice figure. All the details. And then what a lot of people already pointed out, the rubber wheels here, which is a nice touch. And I think maybe that's a little clue as to some new designs that they're working on just now with the rubber tire features. And these details I want to go over, like they covered the cartoon aesthetics here, but look at the way they handle it. They sculpted in like all the detail, the grid there, even the blue here, you could see the stripes, the red. That's not cartoon accurate, it's just extra sculpted detail, which makes the figure look really nice. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. That's kind of cool. Unlike Magic Square would do something like just keep it very plain and simple, so it'd be more hyper tune, if you will. But just pointing out the way they handle the details really makes this look really nice. So now let's compare this with the previous version. So here is the I forgot, is this Power of the Primes Beachcomber? This is the Legends, and you could see the difference. But first of all, I did kind of customize this, painted that blue, removed the Autobot symbol down here. Yeah, so here's the difference. Obviously one's bigger, but the color of the blue on the new version definitely looks better. I think the darker blue is more cartoon accurate in my opinion. But in terms of the scale, I think that just depends on how you view it, because let's see, when you bring in Perceptor here, like he appeared in the episode The Golden Lagoon, you could see the Beachcomber, he seems a little bit tall, and the original Legend scale size, it does scale a little bit better, but just maybe a little bit too small. So somewhere in between here would have been better, but that's just giving you a comparison and showing you the scale. So that's a look at this. And then just for the heck of it, let's bring in the previous version before that, which is the Chug. So this is a Legends, not a mini masterpiece. And so you could see what that looks like, and then compared with the original Beachcomber. So here you can get a look at all four of these guys. Really cool. And then just for the heck of it, you know, when I was little, you know, those Japanese toy candy sets came with a little model kit that you could build this really cool looking Beachcomber. So this is really cool. But anyways, that's a look at Beachcomber in robot mode. And now let's do one more comparison here. Let's bring in here with some of the other figures. So here he is with Cosmos. These two guys look really good together. And then Warpath, which I did custom paint this so it looks a little bit more cartoon accurate. So this set's really looking nice. You're just missing Power Glide and Sea Spray. So for now, what I'm doing is, let me zoom out here a little bit. I'm using as a filler the X-Transbot's Power Glide. So you could see how this looks. So he does look really cool here. And also the Sea Spray. And for Sea Spray as a filler, I'm using Fans Toys' first version of Sea Spray. So now you can see what all 5 mini-bots look like. So this is really cool. So kind of gives you an idea of what this set might look like when they finally come out with the official Power Glide and Sea Spray. So this set looks really nice in my opinion. But this is all about Legacy Beachcomber, and like I said, this is a really nice looking figure and a good example of how well they can make the figure when they actually choose to do so. So this is one of Hasbro's figures that's really well made. So now let's go ahead and transform this into his alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at Beachcomber in his alt mode, and you could see this is a really nice looking alt mode. It feels good, rolls good with those rubber wheels, but it's not 100% accurate to the cartoon because it's missing that much needed red accented Autobot symbol. So let's compare this with the animation model so we can see. And yeah, like I said, for the most part, they did a nice job. It's just really missing that Autobot symbol on the back there. And in the back view, you know, for the most part, for a mainline retail figure, it's nice. Just being really nitpicky when I say that could be painted blue, the front could be painted blue, but yeah, it's a nice looking alt mode, feels good, rolls good. And now in terms of the accessories, now this is where I was telling you it's really dumb, because here what you do, the two square tabs there, the circular tab, you line it all up, you tab it in, and then you have a front grill here, which is really dumb, and it looks bad too because you got this barrel sticking out here, this gray peg sticking up. It's not cartoon accurate, so that's really dumb. But what is cool is that if you want, you can attach it back here. So if you have someone riding in the back shooting, so that'd be cool. That's kind of, so that's what that looks like. And Paradise Parakeet, if you want, you can have him riding Beachcomber by just carefully putting in this rubber piece in here. And now this is what we got here. So that's kind of cool, kind of fun. So that's a look at him in his alt mode, and now let's compare this with the previous version. And no question, the new Legacy version definitely looks much better than this. I mean, this still, I think they still did a nice job with this figure, but this one obviously is much better, more cartoon accurate also. And then let's compare this with the Legends. So here is the previous version before that, so the Legends. So you could see what that looks like. And then we also have the original. So here is the original Beachcomber. And you could see this is actually really cool. Something very cool about the original G1. But here's a look at all of the original mainline retail Beachcomber in their alt mode. So yeah, really nice figure. This is a really nice figure. So let's go ahead and transform him back into his robot mode and have our final thoughts. Okay, my final thoughts on this figure. This is a really nice figure. This is another example of what Hasbro can do when they really want to produce a really nice figure, because this is well made, put together very well. They even took the time to add a little extra things such as the rubber wheels, even back here these little panels to cover up these hollow gaps that people always complain about, which they didn't need to do, and just costs a little bit more for a little extra parts and assembly. But yeah, this is an example of what Hasbro can do when they really want to produce a really nice figure. And that's what this is. This is a really nice figure. For me, the only thing is I don't like this gun. I know what they're doing with it, trying to make it 2 in 1, but it would have been better if this was just the regular standard Autobot gun. And maybe if any accessories, it would have been nice if they would have been able to swap out this hand for the Golden Lagoon hand. That would have been a really nice touch, just like they did here with the Paradise Parakeet. But that's all after the fact. I mean, you just accept this for what it is, and for what it is, this is really a great figure, and it fits in really nice with the other figures, which, since I still have them here, I can bring it out. So with Cosmos and Warpath. And here's a good example what I was telling you, the Beachcomber. I said he's like a little bit too big and the legends might be a little bit too small, which is correct, because if you get it somewhere in between, Beachcomber here would be a little bit shorter than Warpath. So that definitely would have been more cartoon accurate. But again, that's all, after the fact. Don't really have much say in it, but it's a really nice figure. And for now, my fill-ins, like I already showed you, the Power Glide here with this set, and the Fans Toys Sea Spray. So you could see, the season 2 mini bots is looking really, really nice. But yeah, as far as this figure goes, this is definitely a nice figure. Goes really nice with your collection, and definitely worth getting if you find it, or if you pre-ordered it. Anyways, that's it. That's my review, and this is a really great figure.
Hey, just call on yours truly, Beachcomber.